What's up, YouTube? It is week 9. We are past the 2-month mark, and we are still going strong with Aimlab. And I feel a little guilty, but I'll discuss why. So first off, we are no longer Plat 1. We are now 3. And you might be thinking, wow, those are some very extreme gains. And they would be, except where I got them. So first off, let's take a look at the actual numbers from Aimlab, and you'll see that there's a bit of an asterisk on me ranking up to Ruby, but I don't feel too guilty. So let me explain myself. So yes, Ruby, it's good stuff. And there's kind of a reason for that, and it's not completely because I'm cheesing the system, but there's a bit of a cheese. So just going through the numbers, I've been putting a lot of work into flicking. I've been trying to run my general Apex training routine that I go through, but then I'm also running a separate routine that's purely just flicking. So you're seeing a bit of an improvement there, not like huge, but one percentage point type of thing, 1.2, which is good. Strangely enough, my tracking actually dropped back a bit, and I think that's because I was focusing so much on tracking in the past. When I added in more flicking, I think I was doing a little bit less practicing with my tracking, so it fell off a bit. Not too much to be alarmed about. I picked up a little bit of speed, and I think that's completely to do with doing more flicking. With more flicking comes more speed, so I kind of got better in any test that required me to quickly, acquire a target and hit it. So as a result, my speed came up a bit. Not really any change in precision, but obviously the big change is perception. So one thing I realized was, my audio is just freaking awful. I'm actually going to maybe go on the Aimlab Discord and figure out how the heck I'm going to do this, because I can't tell when anything is shooting from. But what I realized only now is that sometimes the target directly in front of you is the one that's making the sound. I had no idea. I always thought you faced the target and then you tried to figure out which one that was out of your line of sight was the one shooting at you. But apparently it can be the one right in front of you that's shooting as well. Mind blown. So once I realized that, sometimes when I'm like, I literally have no idea. It could either be, I can't really tell whether or not it's ahead of me or behind me, but I know it's not left or right. Then I just, I try to like dial in and figure out, is it in front of me, behind me? Sometimes there's like a subtle cue, but it's still real bad. I don't know if my hearing's that bad, or if just, I honestly think it's my audio setup, or maybe, I don't know, just the directional audio on Aimlab just ain't that great. I don't know. I have to see what other people are doing. But regardless, I started getting much better scores once I realized, yeah, you can actually shoot straight ahead as well. As a result, my perception numbers went way up. I also reran some of the courses again, just on pure reaction time. And sometimes I think it's like time of day, how much sleep I had, and whether or not I'm hydrated, and whether or not I'm wearing glasses or not. I think I react slightly quicker, so I was able to dial those scores up, and actually got my cognition up a bit as well, because I've been doing that flicking based on the color in the center. And since my flicking improved a bit, I think it's associating that back to my cognition score, so my cognition's up as well. So basically in Aimlab, everything's looking pretty good. Wish that was the same case for Apex. In Apex, yeah, it's not as great, but there's always an asterisk. So the asterisk for Apex is I've pretty much just been playing ranked all week. I'm trying to get into plat. I'm playing the higher ranks of gold right now. One of my friends is playing in gold and actually went up against Daltouche this week. So I don't know what the heck is going on with the player pool in Apex, but my God, do we need crossplay? That's a separate video. Regardless, playing ranked just tends to be a little bit more low key, less kills, more just kind of grinding it out for position. Not that we're intentionally avoiding fights, but we're not dropping hot. So as a result, my KD came down. My average damage came up, and I think that's probably because of the nature of ranked. You do a lot more plinking from range and trying to evo up your shields, and less just full send W key. So as a result, my average damage is up a bit, but my KD is down a bit. So not too worried about it. It's probably going to keep on this trajectory for a while as I keep playing ranked, but I'm pretty happy with my Ruby for the week. I'd like to at least try to get to Ruby 1 let's say Ruby 1 before Christmas. Not exactly a lofty goal, but my major goal is to try to get all my skills over 50. So I'll probably be doubling down on flicking and I'll keep tracking to see how it goes versus Apex. But it's going to be tough now with me playing ranked. Inevitably, what's going to happen is the beginning of the split in a couple of weeks. I'm going to probably go back to pubs because I hate playing in beginning of the rank series because there's like freaking diamond players in the the silver lobbies and stuff like that, and I ain't got time for that. So I'm going to avoid ranked for a bit, probably play more pubs, probably see a higher KD. Not so sure about the damage, but we'll see. Not to make this video super long, we'll probably keep this pretty quick on the graph side of things. I kind of talked through everything already anyway. We're seeing a big spike on the perception because I was actually working on perception. Everything else pretty much is flatline with slight gain in cognition, as I mentioned, and keeping pretty steady in other things. Tracking came down a little bit, flicking went up a little bit, so nothing too shocking. We're still seeing the slight recovery, I would say, in Apex. We got like a Big Dipper kind of going on here now. And like I said, average damage might kind of come back. I don't think kill death is going to come back until after the split, so not that concerned. I think it's it's explained away in a large point, and we've never gotten as bad as we were at the beginning of the season. So I think the normalized time to kill has definitely helped me a lot. So I won't spend too much time. I don't want to run this video too long, but yeah, we're kind of getting where we want to be. I have been putting more effort into Aimlab, and I'm going to try to continue to do so. I'm still trying to make sure I give myself permission to play Apex by putting in some time in Aimlab, and I'm doing more than just my warm-up. Like I said, I'm working on flicking, so let's hope it continues to help, and we start seeing some results in Apex. I'm expecting a lot when we get back to doing pubs after the split, but we'll see how it goes. And as always, thank you for watching.